Hello, welcome to a live stream in which we will be continuing to spreadsheet the route known as the Milton Valley Railroad. I quickly need to open up the other file. 1 second. There we go. 1 second. No, we're not snowed in. It's just me opening up the file. One moment. Open up pages. That I do not need. This one I do need. And there we are. So, right. Snow? Yes, please. Yes, hello, Kangafango. Cream title. Yes. So, yeah. Snow would be nice, but I somehow doubt that we're going to get much of it down here. Although it would be nice if we did. So, last time... Hold on. There we go. Last time, we did pretty much the entire diesel oil product chain. So, we've got diesel coming from... Well, we've got crude oil coming from over here, going down to the refinery, and then we've got diesel going over to the cement plant, going over up to here to be loaded onto barges, of course, then going up to the gravel pit, going up to the logging area, and also down here to the transfer area, over to here, where... Hold on, there we go, yes, there's the pump. Well, yes, the hose, the pump, the thing. Maybe in the new year? Winter's just started anyway. Yesterday, yes. Hello, I'll bust through, welcome. Spreadsheets? Yes, spreadsheets indeed. Hello, EW, diesel pump. That would be funny. Now, before we get started, I did want to have a look at this. To see if maybe I could lower one end of this. But the thing is, it's not very clear which... I don't really think there's enough space there. So there's probably like an internal, like a vertical elevator with like scoops getting it up or something like that. Because I thought I could lower this. I mean, I guess I could have it like that, which might be better, but then that would mean that the grain has to come up to this point. Well, the flour. Then how would it go in the opposite direction? Anyway, I don't know. Does this look better? You tell me. Does it look better like this? Also, would double stacks still fit through there? Maybe. I don't know if it looks better like this or not. Where did I put my... Ah, there we go. Where did I put my double stacks again? A very often asked question. Let's move these back a bit. Oh, they're on a different layer. Temp locked? Kangafango is thinking. Please wait. Yeah, I mean, it would have to be a little bit hard because I do want all of this to have capacity for double stacks anyway. So it'd have to be like that. But the thing is, I just added these silos because I wanted more capacity for storage because of the sheer amount of grain cars that are going to be coming here. But the thing is, it's being handled with underground pipes anyway, so we could just have underground pipes going there, but the conveyor just adds a bit more scenery to it. That's why I wanted one. Is there space there? Yes, there is. Good. Right. Time for the annual grain car migration already? Of course, it's winter. Yeah, underground pipes, that's true, but yeah, conveyor looks better. What do you think, Trainz? I guess it does look a bit more realistic like this. Looks a bit slanted, but that's the point. I guess it looks a bit better like this, maybe. Might also be a bit more interesting if you've got to squeeze your train underneath here. Anyway, we can change it later if we wanted to anyway. So, right. We've got the... Actually, hold on 1 second. I need to quickly check something. 1 moment. Yes, that is all good. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the actual grain delivery set up. We've got the grain intake set up here. So yeah, we've got that working. And if we go back over here in the new starport, where do we have it? Oh, must be on the second page. Nope. Do we not have flour? Yeah, that's the oh yeah, of course, the Flour Power Incorporated. That's of course what it's called. I was looking for the city name, but no, that's of course what it's called. Yeah, so we've got this taking in X number of cars from the different farms, but we haven't actually set up the farms yet. It shall say, strikes mad. Yes, we haven't actually set up the farms yet, so let's do that. And let's see how much we can actually set up for them. So let's do that. Let's begin with the bottommost farm, which is this one here, where the tracks go around in a big loop, like so, back around that way and coming back this way. Yes, I remember placing these. Right, so E.T. Zuckerrübenplantage Industrie? Not really. Also, this guy should be on a thumbnail, I think. Especially like this. Right, let's set this one up. So, according to this farm needs to send 15 cars an hour, 15 carloads per hour, to the Flour Power Inc. So let's give it a name. Maybe we could name it after this woodland here, or something like that. Or maybe just after some guy, like just Johnson Grains. The woodland doesn't have a name yet. It's Johnson, the son of John. Johnson Grains. Bit boring? Well, it sounds a bit realistic. Maybe there should be some sort of... But, well, we shouldn't have a pun in every one. We need to have some bit more realistic ones to have a little bit of contrast. We need a straight man to offset the ridiculousness of everything else. If you don't know the concept of the straight man, it's someone who doesn't realize that everything's ridiculous, who's completely straight in terms of the comedy. Like, for example, Zeppo used to be with the Marx Brothers. So, Cathany Grains. No, because Alice was aware of how ridiculous everything is. So... Let's not do Boris again. I don't know. How about tuppence? How do you spell tuppence? Is it just... just like that? Or is it... oh, it's... no, it's T-U. Tuppence grains? Nah. Doesn't feel right. I think... honestly, I think... I like Johnson. Just... yes, it's a bit boring, but that's what it's supposed to be. At least for one of these farms. Fine shilling grains? I don't know. I don't want everything to be a pun. I want some things to be, like, normal, boring. Grain XVG is what it's called. Grain XVG. And we are having, what was it, 15 carloads per hour, correct? Yes. And where is that going? That is going over to Flour Power Inc. So let's change the text to the grain. Sunshine Acres Grains. I don't know. I guess we could call it Lone Pine Grains. That's a Back to the Future reference. But then people would be looking for the Lone Pine and they wouldn't find it anywhere. It's also a bit of a pun because, well, not a pun, a reference, because in Back to the Future, Doc says something about some guy. He remembers when it all used to be fields, and some guy had a crazy idea about breeding pine trees or something like that. So maybe if we just placed a single lone pine, like there. Although then that looks like it's actually supposed to be scenery back here. Referring to the tree structures. Tripine grains. Rise, ha! Rise, ha? What do you mean? I quite like lone pine grains. Let's use that. Now, let's see. Actually, what layer? Oh, I put it on temp locked. That's okay. Sunrise, not sunshine. Oh, sunrise. Sunrise Acres Grains. I don't like that particularly. Doesn't seem that special. So yeah, we can't set the maximum amount, but we can get up a calculator again. 1 second. Okay. So, hold on. What amount do these load? What capacity do the cars have? Let's just grab one. So, capacity-wise, we've got 5,000, and then if we times that by 15, that's the total amount, and divide that by, hold on, what unit of time are we working with? Is it 30 seconds? It is 30 seconds. So divide by 120. That's the number. 168,125. 168,125. And then let's just put the whole, this as the starting number. Microseconds? Microseconds? really. Microseconds. Right, so 2017, 5,000. That's easy to remember. 2017, 5,000. Hold on, is that the maximum? Oh. 1 second. Oh, I see. This doesn't even have the capacity for that. Well, then it can't take... Hold on. That's 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 divided by 1, 3, 4, 500. That says 37. Are we sure that this number is correct? 1 second. 13, 4, 500. I think I might have put in an extra 0 there. 1 second. Oh yeah. I put in one too many zeros. Hold on. It did seem a bit odd. It's 500, not 5,000. Which means that this needs to be divided by 120. So it's 16, 8, 12. Good thing I noticed that. Calculator brain. Jolly Brian. Calculator Brian. Jolly Brian Grains? Nah, sounds more like a pub name. Microseconds. A maths crime. Divide by 0. I know. I know. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to need the same numbers for the other one. So, 2017, 500. $2017 500, and then 16 8 12. And what should this other one be called? Sure it is. Maybe use solver for the calculations. Then the previous ones wouldn't be lost. Maybe. We'll see. That might be useful. 4 divided by 3 times pi times out of 3, guys. Volume of a sphere. I do not know if that is true. I hope it is. So, what should this one be called? This grains industry. How about... You don't trust me? No, I said I hope it's true, because then my trust wouldn't be misplaced. That's why I hoped it was true. So, how about... How about kernel grains? Because kernel, of course, is another word for... Oh, spelled like that, yes. Well, for grains. Kernel. Seed, grain. Yes, there we go. Kernel grains, please! But then the pun gets lost. Because this way it's pronounced like kernel. Or do you mean the other way, to have the pun the other way? So it's like that, kernel grains. Yeah, I mean, if I made up a logo for it, I would have to have basically these hoppers that I could reskin, but I don't know if I would get permission. We can have a look. Maybe it's in the description already. DS Hopper CVD. There we go. Thanks for the joint rail guys for use of ARN. I don't know what that is. Permission allowed to reskin and upload to the DLS. There we go. Hold on. Yeah. So, thank you, David Snow, for the beautiful artwork on these assets. Is permission allowed to reskin and upload to the DLS. There we go. So I might be able to make my own Colonel Grains logo for these. That might actually be quite good in that case. So it is by Dave Snow originally. Maybe. And you can make a logo for it. Yes, just a different pun. If there by Dave Snow, chances are you can. But best check, yes. No, they're not. Maybe you could ask? Yes, good. Elisa, hello. Why are you live at this hour, Paradise? Because it's Thursday. On Thursday, I'm busy until 8, and then I've got to get home, and then I've got to eat and drink, and then have a little bit of pause, and then I can start streaming. So there we go. Zoom in so archive viewers can see it written. It written? That sounds like a place name in the UK, like Itterton. There we go. This is that car. Let's zoom in a bit. There you can see. Permission allowed to reskin and upload to the DLS. Original create David Snow. Right, so that'll happen. Hey, Thursday streams are usually 10 PM to 12 AM. And is that understandable? Yes, good. So, we've got this one set up also. For the correct rate. Of course, they can store more stuff here, but that's the correct rate. Now, I think we wanted 3 cars for Farm 3. Actually, I need to update this here. So this is Johnson Grains. This one's Colonel Grains. And Farm 3. Just leave that as Farm 3. No. Yeah, very good. I'm also busy until 8 on Thursdays, and so that actually works very well. Oh, who would have guessed? So, this is called Crosswood. But that doesn't have to feature in this. How about Granny's Grains? Because it's more of a small scale things, like that could work maybe. Actually, I need to copy this and paste that in there. How about Granny's Granary? How about that? Granny. Well, how about Granny's Granary? Elisa Grain. Do the reference. What do you mean? I don't get the reference. Hehehe. What do you think? Like, that could be like a Civ 6 reference or a Civ Civilization reference with Granary in it. Granny's Granary. Granny's Granary? Really? Isn't that a bit much? Reference me. Alright. Yeah, I mean, maybe for one of the other industries, but here I'd really just want a grain pun. I think I like granny in there because it's... I think that might be a bit much. Granny's Granary. I think might... Although... Okay, sure. Why not? And this is, I think, only 3 carloads. So let's paste that in there. Then I still need to set this up. So, hold on. Granny's Granary is good, I think. Yeah, I'm not... I think the Granny's Granary is just a little bit much. It's not too late now. I think it is a little much. Or do you not agree, Kango? Is that too late now? Well, I don't know. Yeah, it is a bit long. That's the thing that I didn't like. If I imagine like playing a multiplayer session on it, then if I'm playing like a multiplayer session, then it's saying, oh, I've got a couple cars for Granny's Granary. That's already a little tricky to say, but if I've got a couple cars for Granny's Granary, Granny's Granary, you just get stuck on it. I think I'm gonna do Granny's Granary. I like that more. Sure it is, but that's the funny thing. Yes, but I think it's a bit too much here. Anyway, so wait, hold on. Did I? Okay, well let's just redo this bit. So 403,500. Getting a bit of tongue exercise if you play multiplayer. Yeah, but I don't know. It wasn't witty enough to warrant it, I think. Okay, and then 6725. Actually, hold on. 3362. There we go. I prefer that. Granary, not Granny's. No, I think Granny's is good. Granary, also it is. Is it? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. And these don't take anything in. That's okay. So now we've got the grain coming from here, here, and here, all the way to there. Industry name does not include the grannies, does it not? Oh, can you not have apostrophes in these names? Well, that's odd. Maybe it just didn't work when I pasted it in for some reason. Oh no, of course it's because I pasted it in with the other third word in it that I then deleted. That makes sense. Okay, so right, so we've got the grain delivery. We've got the flour being delivered back up here and down to here. And I think we've already got bread coming in from the breadery up here. Correct? Has that been set up? Bread loader. Yes. So now we just need to decide where the bread goes. No, the answer's not the mouth. And then we will have that chain completed as well. Except for a little bit of sugar that I want to go up here as well. However, we've not done any of the sugar stuff yet. Grandpa Graham's Granary. Sitcom love. Good. So, let's see. The New Penzance new brewery is 3.5 carloads an hour. And then the Crosswood Brewery is 8.5 as well. So they've both got the same output of that. So that's 17 cars in total that we have to account for. So where should it go? Well, would be a reference to Doctor Who too, actually. True, but not really sure that I want to reference that particular season because it has, I don't know, just reminds me how much wasted potential there was. So we could have some distribution, like some points over here, some of these warehouses, taking in bread. However, that might be a little too close, considering that we've got the the breadery here. And then if you think about how long they would wait to get a car switched and then put it into another train and put it over here, there's just too short of a distance. Metaphorical money or literal bread? In this case, literal. Yeah, this would be much easier to do by road. So, well, let's see about the other town areas. It might be worthwhile having something up here for this suburb. Maybe that's something that just takes in maybe one boxcar or something, just for some of the stores around here. Although I don't think that we've got a... I don't think we have a siding or anything like that over here, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so this would likely mean that I'd have to add another siding, which is fine. I was about to say we could have it just be unloading here at the passenger station, but then it would still block the main, which I do not want. So, in terms of space for it, how steep of a downhill is this? Well, fairly steep. I guess it could be over here somewhere? Maybe in this grassy bit. Although we wouldn't have really have road... Well, I guess we could have road access there. Although I'm not sure that I want to mess with that area too much. Literal bread money. I guess we could always have a... Nah, I don't want to mess too much with this hill there. I guess that this area over here really would be the best place to put it. Unless, of course, we used this one here. So that it, even though it is within kind of the area of the cement plant, maybe this area, this little bit here is leased. Or something like that. That could work. Actually, I like that idea. It's called goods unloader. I mean, this was originally designed, well, to be just for this industry. So that a train comes in here and then puts a car in there and then goes back around and then back up and then continues. Food for the workers. I thought more for this suburb. Let's have a look and see what sort of building we might have there. Because I do still want, like, general goods. The way I'm planning is general goods to be the end product for the wood line, for the wood chain. So we have logs turning, well, one of the ends. We've got logs turning into lumber, and then the lumber turning into general goods, and the general goods being delivered to that industry, for example. But I think the food would be better just for, like, the bread for the town itself. So let's have a little look around here. I think this is, yeah, that's the same building that I already used for the other one. What about this one? I think that's quite good. And then they accidentally mistake the bags and use cement powder instead of the flour. Oh no. Okay, so what if we were to put in just a little, not a little, but a little warehouse like here? It could make the crossing more interesting as well. I think that could work quite nicely. And then I would like to get the more rusty looking track. Come on, save. Also, didn't Eagle want to come today? Maybe. I think so, but I might be a bit late. Who knows? Come on. Save already. There we go. Where did it put me? Somewhere over here. How about all this track? Is this? There, that's rusty. That's the one I wanted. Okay, so the thing from Farm 3. Okay, so it should be fairly easy to have this come out across there like that. And then I'll need a multiple industry, which I can just grab from right over here. Yeah, I think this is good, because then we can also unload some other things here, maybe. Although I think maybe a short one might be a bit better. Yeah, I think that works a little better. Although it's maybe a bit too short, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Nope, not that one. This one. Just look like this. And then, do we need a... Do we need crossovers here? I mean, to deliver bread and stuff, a train comes over here, backs up, drops off a car, and then continues on. It's just the empties. So a train would be coming along on this side of things. And then, yeah, you couldn't really get the cars again. Have to go this way, and then you could reverse this way, but then the locomotive would be on the wrong end. Yeah, how you're supposed to get these cars out of here is a bit interesting. Unless maybe a switcher from the cement plant would be like hired to do that. Like they would pay them a little bit for this extra service. So a switcher would come out there, then go along this side, take them out. All right, bye-bye, Lisa. See you after Christmas. I mean, it is after midnight for you, so that's quite understandable. Bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by as well. I mean, the obvious way of fixing this is just to have it double-sided. Disconnected. I mean, in a real-world situation, you would just have a train pick up the car and bring it up this way to the next yard, wherever it is, and then come back, probably. I mean, I suppose we could still do that. We could still use this track for it, so that a train that comes up here could collect an empty, bring it over here, and then run around, collect more empties from here, and then take it all the way back. I think that's actually a more interesting operation. What do you think? I think that's more interesting. Okay, now we just need this to connect up here. And this needs to now be straightened, of course. Right. So now we need a bumper. Put that bumper there. Because yes, I do want a bumper for this. Or maybe put that bumper like here. Having this be overgrown a little bit, I think works. But maybe having the grass slightly lower down on this side of things. Sort of like that. Maybe this one down a little bit lower as well. What about the grass? Actually, is that's a different spline, isn't it? Which one? That one. Hold on, which one is it? Ah, that one. Although, this does need to be cleaned up a little bit because we need a way for this to connect to the road. 1 second. So I'll put this onto the temp block layer, move some of these bushes slightly out of the way, and then let's delete that grass and that grass and that grass. Come on. Grass, you're in the way. Still, there we go. And then this fence needs to have... Actually, it probably just needs to go up to there. That. Grass, 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 yes. Then I'll put a new spline point in there, straighten that just to keep the curve. And then this can come up back here, like to just there. Then I'll need a little bit of texture, probably like just this one, just up to there. Like so. I think that works quite well. Fun fact, Graz is a city in Austria. Okay, how much of a gap do we have here? If I go to 40-foot boxcar, hold on, no, what was the other one? Was it 40? There we go, that's the one. It used the symbol. And this is on temp locked, so we need to temporarily unlock temp locked. And yeah, that's actually, yeah, we need a little bit more space. So let's take this and move it slightly over like that. Then we just need to replace this with a longer one. So the traffic stopper is called X008 and 3. So like that. X008 and 3. That needs to go into the root layer. I need to lock this layer, go back to root, put the splines back on. Well, that might have messed up the curve slightly. Not really. This now needs to be lowered down a bit. Just a bit, like so. We need a bit more of the crossing boards over here. Then we just need to set up the actual multiple industry. That needs to go like back here. Okay. Actually, switch. Yes. I remembered. I remembered. It's fine. I remembered. Also, the track is on the wrong layer. 1 second. No, it isn't. Hold on. Why can't I remove that switch then? Oh, I can. Strange. Okay, so I need some of these ones. Anyway, some of these ones I mean, just one of them, but the correct one, that's not the correct one. I need mainline 2. There we go. Now we just need some frogs. Does this place already have frogs? No, it does not. Yes, I need to place frogs on this bit. Actually, that... maybe we should just do that now, because... Wait, does none of this have frogs yet? The main yard has frogs, I know that much. Well, I think I know that much. No, I actually can't see. Did I not put frogs? I don't think I put frogs on any of this bit yet. Well, that's a lot of stuff to do. Hold on. Actually, in that case, I'm not sure that I should get frogs and put them on now, because then I might just go over here and see that I've already put frogs here and then think that the entire thing is complete. So I'm actually going to strategically put it off until not do it now. So we've got, let's have a look. We need more of these triggers as well. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Then we need 6. There we go, 6 and 7. X008 and 6. X008 and 7. What are the settings of these? 250. Sure. 250. 250. Hold on, why does this not have... Hold on, did I name it wrong? Why doesn't it have anything in its list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. X008 and something. X008 and 7. Why does this not work? But 8 and 8? Does 8 and 8 works? That's really odd. Only 7 doesn't appear to work. Actually, now 7 does appear to work? Hold on. Yeah, now it does work. That's very odd. I guess it's just TRC. TRC doing TRC things. Anyway, that should now all be set up correctly and work. Now we just need to set up this industry. So how many cars do we think? Well, let's see how many destinations we would have. We've got some down here. We've got a little bit more coming over here. If we get bread over here as well, that's 2 destinations. 3 for this place. 4 for Silver Falls. 5 for North Sea. And then 6 for Crosswood. Okay, so if we've got 6, and we've got we've got 17. So if we just put 2, if we set 2 to each one, then that would be 12. So then it'd be 5. So for one of these, probably this one down here with the barges, it would be, instead of 2, it would be 7. 7 boxcars coming down there, and then 2 to every other place. I think that sounds reasonable. Right? I think that sounds extremely reasonable, in fact. Let's put that there. And then this is, well, let's place 2 of them. Yeah, plus they fit nicely on the platform there. So, right. And that's 7. So we need 14. So bread on pallet, size 14. Actually need to redo that because it needs to be items. It's to unload, consume. It shouldn't be tons, it should be items. Which means that needs to be, actually it remembered, good. 14. Now, so that needs to be, if we did, divide by 60, 0.03, okay, yeah. What was that? Okay. I guess we could just do, let's see. If we made it, well, usually we do every minute, either every minute or every 30 seconds. I mean, if we did every 30 seconds, it would basically be hold on. No, if we, well, I guess we could just do it per carload, so 7 items, and then set this up to be half an hour. Because we can't really do point something. So, four, 3, 800. So every half hour it now subtracts 1 carload. I guess that's probably the easiest way of getting this with an awkward number like that. Right. There's a link to Project Frog Hop, Kango Code. Oh, of course, the ribbit. Yes. Also, what is that really, really slight snow effect on stream? Goes over the face cam too. Odd. Streamlabs thing? OBS? No idea. Didn't update OBS. Oh, it's a Twitch thing? Oh, maybe. Probably actually props automatically puts it over streams. Never noticed it before in prior years. Only shows up sometimes, but hey, just distracted me a bit. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I can see there's a little snowflake there. Right, so that works. Now, just need a... So what was this place called again? Was this Clayton Heights, correct? Yes, Clayton Heights. We've already got Clayton Heights as a passenger station, but let's put in the bread as well. So bread racked on pallet, and we get not O pallet, on pallet. And we get 2 carloads per hour. And we get this from, well, it could be either of the bakeries, really. Because we've got 2 of them, I guess it doesn't really... Bakeries, yes. What is this? It is a proper word! Do we really need to put in a specific one? Or could we just... I guess we do, because the... Because the industries need destinations. Also, that's not freight out. This needs to go into freight in. Sorry about that. So... passenger distraction palette. No, let's just use the closer one. Yeah, I mean, what would be more interesting? We could just have a local, so we could just have some boxes going over here into the yard and then going up like that. Or we could have them coming from all the way up here, all the way down there, and then over. So let's have a look. I mean, the thing is, most of the boxes coming down this way from up here would probably... Actually, It depends. If we want longer trains to run on here, it would make sense to have the bakery up here, the breadery, service one... Actually, how many places do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 4, 5. What was the... So for 1, 2, 3, we've got 4, 5. What was the 6th one? Oh, there, of course, 6. Because there's a 2 on this branch. So I guess it would make sense, if we wanted longer trains on this, to have the topmost one service 1, 2, 3, and then the bottom one service 4, 5, 6. Although, saying that, we don't really need one up here because we've got the bakery right up there. So this it wouldn't be very realistic to have a have something like that if it's already got a local bakery right there. So in that case, this one down here serves 1, 2, 3, and that one up. Well, no, this one down here would service just 1, 2, and this one up here would service 1, 2, 3. Or I guess maybe this one could service both. Could be serviced by both. So this one does 1, 2, 3, and this one down here does 1, 2, 3. I think that's probably the best solution. In which case, this one would need to be the crosswood one. So this would need to take them in from Crosswood Breadery. New Panzan sounds more realistic, no? Oh, sorry, before that. New washing? Nah. Yeah. There's Palado bread. Oh, bakeries, what is this? Clayton bread. Passengers erect on pallet. Heh. New Panzans sounds more realistic, no? Cross knee queer? What do you mean? Oh. What do you mean? Oh, it's a soda thing, is it? New Panzans? Is that what you mean? I do not know what you mean. Sorry, I have no idea what you mean. So, let's see. What is that about? Oh, that's just the island of Sodor. I don't know what you mean anymore. I'm sorry. Right. So, this let's just name this Clayton Heights. Bread unloader. And then if we add other industry, other stuff that this can unload, we can add that in the title as well. Okay, so we've got bread going to Clayton Heights. Now we might as well also add some going over to New Washington. And I don't recall if we've already got a warehouse unloader thing there or not. Disregard. Maybe. Oh, yes, we've got this. What is this called? Is this just the general good? Yeah, this one is specifically meant for this town. So let's use this one. Now, what were the numbers? Hold on. So, I've got, okay, that's that. That's the duration. So 7 every that. Okay, that's easy to remember. Let's use Q2. And for this we need 14. Actually this consumes in the same... Tell you what, let's remove the general goods then, for the time being. Um, 43800. Hello, welcome, Tornado Guy. It has been a while. How are you? 7 every that. And then this needs to be items. seven units, yes. Which is 1 boxcar load. I've been playing Run 8 for about 6 months. Oh, and how are you finding it? Okay, we need New Washington in here. Do we not? Do we already have New Washington? I don't think we do. No, okay. Of course, passengers. And actually we can copy the exact thing from Clayton Heights. That explains your lengthy absence. The best train game I have ever played. Lovely. Oh, passengers? Yes. Yeah, Run 8 does look quite good, and I would love to play it. I think that I would have a lot of fun playing it, but it is quite expensive for me, especially since they have a absolutely no returns policy, and the only way I could play it is via a virtual machine, which only runs about half the games, and the ones that it does run sometimes are quite laggy. So chances are that I may not even be able to run it or even play it. And then having an absolutely no returns policy means that given how much money they want for it, even if I were able to spend that much on a game, which I'm not at the moment, but if I were able to do that, that money could just be wasted completely. So I can't play that. But I'm glad you enjoy it. Run 8 provides so much more than the other train games. Yes, I know, I've seen quite a bit on like coupling stuff as well, where you've got the different angle cocks and brake hoses and stuff like that. And we've actually got particles from burning up brakes if you brake too hard and stuff like that. It looks very good. And I think that it is probably very enjoyable. Okay, so New Washington, we've got that set up good. Which means that I actually need to go up to this and set up. So this delivers to Clayton Heights, namely 2. And then New Washington, also 2. They should add macro support, maybe someday. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, good, basically. Okay, so those 2 are now hooked up. That is labeled correctly. Let's put 2 of these boxcars in front. That's actually just enough space. Although that is quite close, but it is just enough space. Okay, now we've got those 2 set up. So next, it would be this here. Now, we've got 17, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which means that a lot of bread would need to go down here. Maybe we could add like 1 more boxcar going down here, since it is a separate town, like 3 boxcars. I think that's probably a bit better. So instead of 14, it would be 21. 21, yes. And then if we added half, so yeah, 10. I know it's not exact, but it should be good enough. That should work. So then this is providing New Washington a third one. Also, Tornado, just out of curiosity, are you named after tornadoes in general or after the peppercorn tornado? Okay, so that gets 3. If we go down here, it takes 3 carloads. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we've still got 8 carloads to account for down here, which honestly I'm happy with. Although where specifically we should unload them, I don't know yet. I mean, maybe we could have like... No, that's a bit too much. What if we had 2... We could spread this out. We could have maybe 2 there. Then maybe a few more here. 1, 2... Hold on. Actually, I'll just change the layer 1 second. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. And then maybe just 6, 7, 8 along here. Because we can also double up on what these unload. 6, 7, 8. But it makes sense that different customers would use different buildings. So if we had it like that, so if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think that that could work quite nicely. So let's do this. So do we already have a, yeah, for the oil transfer separate to the passenger station. How do I want to write this down? Well, actually we could have individual industries for this. Which I think would be best. So maybe if we just have like riverboat transports or riverboat transports for the one down by the water, because this is what it will be transferred off onto barges. So I think that might be good, because then it's clear that this is the one over by the water, like directly by the water. This one needs 14. And let's get rid of this here. Add this one. That into nothing. This needs to be 43800. Consume 7. And this is items. So did that. And that needs to be updated. 7. Okay. Down by the docks. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Yes. And then we need this one. It's already got VO Ambrose and Company on it. Warehouse and storage. So let's just use that. I think that's quite suitable. Right. VO Ambrose and Company. And in this cartoony, we're invading your TV. Yes. VO Ambrose and Company. Actually, hold on. Why did I just insert that there? Oh, I did. I don't know why I did that. I'm going to do it again. VO Ambrose and Company. So actually, the one up here takes in bread, namely 2 carloads per hour, and it takes it from. Actually, okay. So we've got to divide this up because it takes 8, so it needs to be 4. So let's make these keep these ones as coming from the north. I've got to know. Sorry for such a short visit today. That's okay. I'm just glad you stopped by. Bye bye. Have a good night. Yeah, so this needs to come from Crossroads. No, not Crossroads, Crosswood. Breadery. Alright, see you tomorrow perhaps. See you all soon, and hopefully for longer. Hopefully. Bye-bye. Okay, so we've got 2 carloads coming from the Crosswood Breadery. And then we need, well, this one's 3. So, we have 2 carloads. Let's just say 3 carloads. I suppose it doesn't really matter. So let's do Crosswood Breadery and New Penzance. Is that correct? Looks odd. I guess it's correct. New bread. And have that be like, so that now that all the destinations are the same, basically. Yeah, I thought it looked odd. But it didn't try to correct it. Yeah, but when I say Penzance, I guess it is correct. For some reason it sounded like the other way, but you're right. Pop clip, yeah, but not when I right-clicked on it. Okay, so it takes it from there. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just need this one back here. Does this already have a label on it? No. So how about actually this one could be like the local one. So it could be New Starport. Distribution. Is that spelled correctly? Yes, hopefully. New Starport distributions. Not very exciting, but I think that it's suitable. Because I will want some of these to also unload general goods and other things as well as bread. So also this needs to have bread unloader in it. A bread love orchard. Well. Okay, so let's put that in here. That also takes 3. Actually, we still need to set it up. So let's quickly set this up. Actually, hold on. Did I set this one up correctly? No, I did not. I forgot about it. You forgot about me. I forgot about that. Okay. This one, 21. It needs to be items, something into nothing, 43800, items 10, remove that, add the bread, unload, actually, no, this is how many they've got, not how many they'll... Okay, that's fine. We've been fighting for so long. Could it be we've got it wrong? Maybe we were never meant to be at odds. There's a fine line between being enemies and friends. ... Yes. Okay. Right, so... Heh. There's the link. Thank you. Save that. Right, so we've set that one up. Now we need to give this one the exact same setup, except for the name. Let's change the amount, well, the unit first. 21. Unload. Turn something into nothing. What was it? 24800? No, 43800. Assume 10. And that should work. Okay, so that should be the Crosswood Breadery all done, because this then does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Actually, no, we're doubling this up, so it's... So we've already got 8... Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 because it's 0.5, so that doesn't really add up. But since we're doubling this up between the two, it should work out. So now let's set up these ones. So we've got... yeah, I think... If we do 1, 2, 3, 4... Actually, let's have a look. How much space do we have here for these cars? Here we've just got this platform there. I think that can fit 3. Though I don't know if it's on the correct layer. Nope, it's on temp locked, so I need to change that. So if we have 1, 2, 3 there. So 1, 2, 3. Then over by Northasia. I guess we could use... Well, this is supposed to be specifically for... actually, I suppose it is a more general unloading thing. So it's 1, 2, 3... Actually, I guess we could do 6 like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 and 8 doubles down there. So how many do we have? So we've got 8 down there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That is a bit too much, because we've only got 17. So if we did only do 2 for each, or I guess we could keep the same... Okay, well, if maybe 2 for each would look better anyway. Especially since it's just bread, not general goods, but just bread. So I think if we had 2 for each, I think that might look better anyway. We will still have more boxcars coming up here anyway. Okay. So let's set up the Silver Falls one next. I think that would be good. Silver Falls. Copy that, and this one comes from New Panzan's New Bread, and it is 2 carloads. Let's not have this general goods unloader, let's have this be bread unloader, and let's get rid of this. Actually, I need to change the unit first. $21. This track unload processes. What was it? 43800. 43800. And then 7 items, since it's 2. That's set up. Let's save. Heh, New Washington Bread Market. Let's go over to Novacia. And let's change the setup from this, of this thing. Ah, yes, now. I originally wanted lumber to be changed to general goods up here, which I think is still a good idea, because then we've got logs coming from up here all the way down to the city, and then we've got the sawmill there turning them into lumber, and then we've got lumber coming back up here to be turned to general goods, and then we've got general goods going back that way. I still think that that's a good way of doing this. However, it's a bit of a tricky thing, which is that we've only got one multi-consumer producer thing. So the rate at which we consume items, we've only got one rate for all of it, which is not great. Although I suppose... Tell you what, let's just set up the bread stuff now, and then when we get to the wood chain, we'll deal with it then. Then we can solve the issues then. So yeah, let me just remove this quickly. Okay. So Nothasia, we'll just rename that to bread unloader. Because even though, the thing is, even though I did originally want the woodworking to be on this specific industry, we don't actually have many factory buildings. We've got this, but this is more of a warehouse, and then we've got this big yard full of boxes and stuff. We do have a bit of lumber stuff over here, that's true. Blabery. Anyway, bread shoot. But yeah, I think, yeah, we'll deal with the bread stuff when we're dealing with the bread stuff now. We'll deal with the goods, the general goods, wood stuff when we get to it. So how is that spelled? Nothasia. And it's the exact same as this. Okay, so now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $13, $14, $15. Hold on. Am I missing a... Let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. No, I might not have put it in correct then. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That adds up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, of course, up here. 15, 16, 17. There we go. Forget about the Clayton Heights one. It does add up. It does add up, everybody. You can relax. It's fine. It adds up. It actually does add up, so that's good. Right. Let's see a Breadshoot. Brotzug V2 Anleitung, PDF. Is it actually spelled Nothasia? Well, I thought it was. Yes, it is. Nothasia. Might be good to double check. All of you. Right, great, good, yes. So, now we've got grain coming from down there to these two places. So up there, down there, well, no, we've got all the grain from here, here, and up there going to there. Then we've got the flour going from here back up to there and back down to here, which probably is going to go all the way down to the yard anyway and then go back up. Or if we have a unitary of stuff going up here, we could maybe turn around at the passing loop there and then go back up. But it's probably, well, we'll see when we get to session making. And then we've got the bread going from up here down to there, 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 and from down here up to there, there, and there. And that is the bread stuff done. So grain and bread. Now we've got, well, there is the sugar stuff, where we've got sugar needing to come from over here to some sort of sugar, what would be sugar mill? Question mark? sugarcane mill. A sugarcane mill is a factory that produces sugarcane to produce raw or white sugar. The term is also applied to refer to blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. So we've got sugarcane mill, which we still need to put down. Right. So I think that that's something that needs to go down in the city. So you've got sugarcane coming from over here into that little yard that we've got over here, blackberry sidings, or what was it? What was it? Blackberry sidings? Yes, blackberry sidings. And then the sugarcane gets taken down to here, and probably, yeah, it'll get switched in the industrial area. It'll get turned to sugar, and then the sugar. I wanted to have a candy factory over here as well as a main consumer of the sugar. However, actually, we might not even need to deliver the sugar to it. Might just be that it's nearby, and that the sugar, like we deliver the sugar cane down there, and then they deliver the sugar via truck or something, and then the candy. I don't know if I want that to be a separate commodity, or if I just want it to be more general goods. But then that can also be mainly probably exported to up here or something like that. And then also we want a little bit of that sugar going over to the breadery up here, the Crosswood breadery, because we've already got the warehouse there set up for it. Well, not set up for it yet, but that was the idea behind it. To also have some sugar going up there so that they can also make some more sweet stuff, some sweet stuff. And we've got a little bit more traffic going up the actual valley as well. So that's that part. So we've got that industry to do, or that product chain to do. Then we have the wood, of course. So that takes logs from here and from here and brings them down all the way to the sawmill, and then it splits off. We then have wood chips going over to the paper mill, where they will get turned into paper. Probably I may also add the sulfuric acid as well. But the paper then needs to be transported somewhere. Maybe just down here into the industrial area. I don't know if I want the paper specifically to go up all the way over to here. Maybe not. Maybe more general goods. Or maybe newspapers or something like that. We'll see. So that's one part of it. The other part is the actual lumber, the planks. So from the sawmill, the planks will then be brought. Well, I want them to be brought up to Northusia. Maybe multiple places would be good. So Northusia, maybe also New Southport could be good. So those two places. So then they would be they would need to be separated in the yard down here into two different trains, depending on if they're going up to Northusia or to New Southport. And then there they would be turned into general goods, which would then be delivered back down to the big city, to New Penzance, of course, and then to some of the other towns as well. So that's quite a large chain. And then we also have coal coming in down here. These cars. And I don't quite know where that should all go, because we've already got diesel going to pretty much most of these industries. I guess some of it can go down to, some of it will go to the coaling towers because they need to be refilled, periodically, although I don't know if I want to have too many sessions with that. But some of it will go down to the big city to facilitate all the industry there and for heating and stuff like that, probably. But we've got quite a few sidings for coal cars. So, yeah, we'll need a power plant down here in the big city. Even though, yes, it's getting probably getting most of its power from the hydroelectric power plant up here, of course. But I think having a supplemental power, power supplication, one of those words, of coal power would also be useful for sessions, because then you'd have coal cars in the yard down there, which would help to use up its capacity. And then, well, we don't have any sort of ore processing on this map. I guess we could have a little bit of it going up to like Silver Falls, like for heating purposes and stuff like that. Maybe for a little bit of the industry as well, if there is some over here. The gravel pit. Even though the gravel pit, maybe the gravel pit could do both. Like, because it's got diesel, maybe also coal, because I think I've got some old steam shovels and stuff like that there, so they would be a consumer of coal. Other than that, I don't really know many destinations. Yes, we could have off-map destinations as well, so that we bring coal down here to the yard, only to then be switched onto other trains that then leave the map going off somewhere else. Which, of course, is another part of it, but I really want all of the products to have a producer and a consumer on the map. Coal is the steam shovels, bread and butter. Oh, right, before that. Sugar processing plant, sugar beet mill. Not sugar beet, sugar cane. What was that? Yeah, sugar cane mill. Sorry, couldn't name it. Bittersweet sugar. New Southport? Yes. And yes, coal for eating. Yes. Eating, huh. Coal is the steam shovels, bread and butter. Water as well, kind of. Oh, also lubrication, oil, like for grease and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the wood chain we need to do, the sugar chain, and a bit of coal. We still need to set up the intermodal stuff, because we've got intermodal traffic coming from here, from Silver Falls, over this way, and then, depending if it's a unit train, it will probably run around here and then head this way. Or maybe it'll go all the way down and be switched and then go back up. But I do definitely want another intermodal yard down here. And now that I'm looking at it, because let's think about this. Actually, right, we've got logs over here as well. I completely forgot about that. This is a log loader. Oh, of course. So it's actually 3 places that logs come from. I completely forgot that I built that. So we've got logs coming from up here, from there, and from here, going all the way down to the sawmill. I completely forgot that I built that there. Huh. Right, and then we've got this for lumber. So lumber's also coming up here. And it has to go via Northusia anyway to get to this place. So maybe Northusia isn't such a good place for lumber to be turned to general goods, considering that we've already got this set up for over here. Yeah, no, we've got the general goods loader over on that side. Okay. I was actually just gonna look for the intermodal. So we've got the intermodal unloader up here. So we've got loaded intermodal. Actually, do we have? Is this an intermodal? That's an unload as well. So at the moment, the way it's set up, we would have intermodal traffic coming in, well, either coming in from off map, but on the map being generated, down here in the big city, going up, loaded to these two places, to Silver Falls and to News Towerport. And then empty flatbeds coming back down this way. But depending on how the space works, I might be able to do both, like to have it load and unload. The only reason why I didn't do that here before is because, well, if you put loading and unloading in the same thing, which there is an option for it over here on the tracks, you can have it load and unload, which used to work great in older versions, but now it'll just load the cars, then unload them straight away. So that's not great. So it would really have to be two separate tracks for the loading and unloading. Which I suppose... Oops. Let's have a look. I don't want to build this as the next chain, by the way. I just want to think about whether this could theoretically work. I mean, I suppose I could have, like over here, I could quite easily have this connect over here, back there, and then over here. Yes, you couldn't really load and unload that much simultaneously, but it could serve as both a destination and origin of intermodal traffic. What about up here? Yeah, we've got the space for it up here as well. And then what sort of stuff did the airfield do? I think it's just general goods and maybe on occasion passenger, if it's like a special occasion, but really just general goods. Although we could maybe do some other stuff with that. Like maybe deliver some special like mail or something like that. I don't know. Aircraft fuel? You mean aviation fuel? Theoretically, yes, but I don't want that as another branch of the oil chain, really. Because we've already got the crude oil and then the diesel fuel, and then probably also sulfuric acid coming in tankers. So having another product which only goes up there. Although I suppose it might make it interesting. It might make it more interesting if, like, for switching purposes. Otherwise it's just boxcars and maybe on occasion passenger, like a coach or something. I suppose I could just... Although if I put this here, I could easily just put like a tank here with another hose for a tanker. But then where would that come from? Ideally, it would be coming from our refinery. But we've already got these two loaders. Well, one loader, one unloader. And I suppose if I wanted to, produces, I could make it produce a bit of aviation fuel as well. Just in addition to the diesel. And then have the cars in the sessions that come here only have a product in their queue for either or, so that one or the other one. So, and then have that be like how it's regulated, which gets loaded. But deliver airmail to the airstrip via train. I mean, it's got to go to the airfield somehow. I mean, I guess it would add quite a bit if we did have a little bit of aviation fuel. But probably only just one car an hour or something like that. So, okay, let's see. If we did have one car an hour, so that divided by 120. Hold on, did that work? Did I type that in correct? Yes, 325. So produces aviation fuel 325. Start amount 39,000. 39,325. 39,325. Although we've already got this tanker here, which was for the fuel, so I think that might be a little bit too much. Although I would like something more coming up here on occasion. There's a great tank as it's starting with UA underscore. Do you mean tank as in fuel tank or tank as in tanker car? Yes, one tanker going up there per month. If you can't find it, you can look on my PL1 route. I placed it next to the firehouse. Actually, there's some quite good assets here. Is it this one by chance? But that one just looks too large. Because when we built this, when Willis was helping with this, I think we specifically wanted just a tiny one like that. Although if we bring an entire... Yeah, I mean, realistically, this would be serviced by like a truck coming up here on occasion. I think that that's probably just a little bit too much if we want to go with realism. For gameplay session purposes, it would add something to have a like a single tanker car coming up on a if we imagine like a local bringing stuff up here, having a single tanker along with lumber and general goods and box cars of bread and stuff like that. It would be fun to have a tanker going up this way as well, and then to have that be switched all the way back here. But I just don't think that it's realistic. Unfortunate, but realistic. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna undo it. We don't need it. And I think that even though I would like to have that tank car go up there for a bit of variety, I think that every time I'd see it, I would just be thinking that, oh, well, that's not really very realistic. So yeah, I'm not gonna have that going up there. Sorry about that. Also, we've just gone past midnight. So tomorrow is Christmas in Germany. Right. That's quite exciting, I think, for people who celebrate Christmas. Now let's get a thumbnail. Also, did I just save twice? I don't know. Pity. Or if at all, they just pack a handful of jerry cans in a boxcar for it. Yeah, I don't know if that would really work, but today, vor Weihnachtsabend, I say. So where should we have it? We didn't do much. Actually, maybe we could have it over here with the new shed. Yeah, that's what we put on it, the new shed. How does that look? Actually, hold on. Let me just quickly turn off the snow for this. There we go. I think that might look quite nice. Get the spreadsheet on there. Yeah, but... well, we'll see. Maybe just something like this. Or maybe like that. If we did like... I guess we could maybe have... oh, something like that over here as well. Because I think, or maybe not, maybe the spreadsheet, maybe... nah, I think it would ruin the image. I think that's probably good. Right. Yay. Oh, yay. Get the spreadsheet on there. Wait, how did you have the snow on there? How? You did that? What do you mean? What do you mean? I thought Twitch did that as a viewer overlay. No? Huh? I'm thoroughly confused and befuddled. Yeah, other angle was better, I think, with the trees in the far distance, but hey, I've got screenshots of it, so I'll pick whichever one is best for it. How did I do what? Sorry? Hold on, 1 second. The answer to that question is this. Anyway, with that, thank you all very much for watching. Next time we're probably going to get started with the wood chain. So getting logs from here, here, and also up here, now that I've remembered that, all the way down to here. So from all the log pickups down to the sawmill, and then we'll probably do lumber first. So getting lumber back up to here, maybe also to another location, we'll see. And then getting the general goods over to other places. And that's probably what we're going to do next time. If there is more time, might also get started on the wood chip stuff. But I I cannot confirm that yet. Yes, I know I've just saved like 3 times in a row. It's like, I don't want to accidentally close out and then not have something saved. Anyway. So, thank you all very much for watching. I do not need that. And this stream will of course be archived. The Hadcourt Tramway is going to be released like probably, well, since it's after midnight tomorrow, so probably either on the 23rd or the 24th. Although Kango, your session will be released soon as well, hopefully. We'll see. I might need to set a release date for that as well, although that should really be your domain. But anyway, there'll be an announcement about it. So I'm really happy that it all got finished in time, pretty much. So let's quickly reach it and then I'll end. Right, link that. Then Kango says, "It was all part of the snow joke at the very beginning. Ah! Oh, it makes sense now. Well, yay. Bye, Steve. Thanks for the stream. See you all tomorrow for my MCO Minecraft. For VC on Minecraft. Bye-bye. 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 Good night."